Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
1410 and video live stream at NorthPlattePost.com. Today's game brought to you by Sandhills State Bank, Premier Toyota, Dave's Place Pizza and Wings, CT Computer Services. Today's game also brought to you in part by Shelter Insurance, Great Plains Sports and Therapy, Great Plains Home Care Equipment, Larry's Glass, Bill Summers Ford, the D&N Event Center, Larry's RV, Double Dips, the Fortify Group, CIO Wealth Strategies, Puro Clean, and North Platte Public Schools. Here's Paxton Gordon.
Welcome in, everybody, to a very big day, the biggest day of the baseball, one of the biggest days in the baseball season. It is district championship action. North Platte High School, the number 2 seed, taking on the number 1 seeded Gretna East. And the Griffins in B-3 district championship action. Winner gets an automatic bid into the state tournament, which is next week. And what a crazy season it's been for both these two teams. In their very first year of inception, Gretna East, the Griffins, and North Platte High School both becoming baseball affiliates this season, and all of it culminating in a chance at not only a district championship, but also a berth to the championships, the NSAA state championship. Bulldogs got here yesterday after taking down the number 3 seeded Nebraska City and the Pioneers 5-4, coming back after trailing early in that ball game, 3-0 off of 3 big crucial errors in the top of the second inning. But it was Jack Polk and the pitching staff that really held the fort down, and the Bulldogs were able to bounce back in the bottom of the 4th, getting 4 runs that inning and completing the comeback and defeating Nebraska City to make it here today to take on the Griffins in baseball district final action. Quick Stop pregame show, 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the corner. Now, we're going to step aside. We're going to take a real quick break. We can come back next up on the Quick Stop pregame show. More of our keys, notes, and information leading up to today's game, as well as, of course, our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup. Right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Save money at the pump at Quick Stop with the DinoPay app. DinoPay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings. The Sinclair DinoPay saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet slushes and for real shakes and smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Quick Stop.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Free PC and Mac checkups at CT Computer Services in North Platte? That's right. Let CT Computer Services diagnose your systems to ensure your hardware integrity, security, and overall PC Mac health are running as they should. For a free PC Mac checkup, stop in at 905 South Willow in North Platte or call 308-534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guys since 2005.
This is the Bulldog Pregame Show from FM 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by Quick Stop. Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Welcome back here to Gretna East. North Platte High School, the number 2 seed, taking on the 1 seed Gretna East in district final baseball. Now, before we continue on and get going with the festivities, we do want to take a moment to remember somebody who unfortunately passed away earlier this morning. Somebody who has been a North Platte legend for many years and really helping boost not only the community but the local youth sports around the area. As was today, I got the somber news that Lynn Stockholm passed away today. So let's take a moment of silence to remember not only Lynn and the many wonderful memories we had together with him, but also remember the things he did to help bolster up not only baseball in the North Platte area, but all the youth activities he partook in to help push forward. We're going to miss you, Lynn, and hopefully you're watching up from above at today's victory, as the Bulldogs are just one win away from their first ever state appearance in boys varsity baseball in their inaugural season. But the same will be going for Gretna East and the Griffins. This is their inaugural season, so they are also one step away from a victory. Let's jump into our Double Dips Ice Creamery star Ting lineup. Double Dips Ice Creamery in the historic Canteen District in North Platte offers 24 plus different flavors of hand-dipped ice cream served in a variety of ways. Double Dips also offers homemade waffle cones and bowls alongside homemade fudge and freshly baked desserts. They also have available the outdoor trailer for all your events. We'll start on the side of Gretna East and the Griffins here today. Easton Leahy, the designated hitter, he'll be batting leadoff for the Griffins with Tyler Cox at second base. He's the two-hole hitter. Nolan Green at shortstop batting cleanup. Karsten Herman, the catchers in the 4-hole with Curran Boswell on that right field 5-hole hitter. Tanner Erdkamp in the left field 6-hole hitter. Jensen Albers in center field, who'll be batting 7th in the order. Seth Craggle in left, the 8-hole hitter with Colton Nicholson at first base. And then it's one Trevor Cox, brother to Tyler Cox, who will be pitching today for Gretna East. On the side of North Platte High School, as always, Caden Jonason leading off at center field in the 1-hole with Ty Hanneborg at second base, the 2-hole hitter. Landon Greeno in the 3 position. He's at first base with Jack Polk back to shortstop for today's game. It's Dean McIntyre catching once again. He'll be in the 5-hole with Easton Jones pitching in today's game. We saw just a few pitches from Easton Jones yesterday in the save attempt for the Bulldogs, and he did pick up that save. He'll be pitching and batting in the 6-hole. Tyler Townsend, the designated hitter, will be batting in the 7th position. Race Morkey out in right field. He'll be batting in the 8-hole with Connor Stifler at third base today in the 9-hole with Jackson Peters being the defensive substitute in left field for the Bulldogs here today. That was our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup. Well, we are just a couple of moments away from the district championship match between the number 1 seeded Gretna East Griffins and the North Platte High School Bulldogs, who are the number 2 seed. Both teams have not only played their heart outs this season in their inaugural season, really turning the script on a lot of the narratives and the records really this season. Of course, a lot of these new squads really struggling to find momentum of these two teams in their inaugural season, coming out and putting their best foot forward. And it's time to see who will be making that final push towards state championship contention. We'll step aside and we'll take a break. When we come back, we will have the first pitch right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, of course, video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
Are you ready to embark on an exciting new career? Larry's Glass has been a trusted name in custom glass design for over 40 years, and they are seeking a skilled glazier to join their team. If you have a passion for precision and craftsmanship, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Install glass in commercial, residential, and auto settings. Get paid while you train for a new career. Stop into Larry's Glass at 211 West 5th Street, North Platte, and discuss how you can be part of their team and build a fulfilling career.
I'm Jared Remus with Jerry Remus Chevrolet of North Platte. The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM, KOOQ AM, North Platte. We've got the keys to your new car.
Welcome back here, Gretna East High School, North Platte High School taking on the Griffins in district finals matchup time. Bulldogs currently on the year 10-3 after a 5-4 victory over Nebraska City and the Pioneers yesterday, taking on the 16-7 Gretna East Griffins, who yesterday took down Ralston 5-2. It's been a very strong season in their inaugural season for the Griffins. They now actually, fun fact, hold the record for the most runs scored in a, I believe, singular game. That was a 40-1 victory over Omaha Buena Vista earlier this season. They'll be putting out onto the mound today one Trevor Cox, as he'll be pitching for the Griffins in this district championship match. So we pull up the pitching this year for Cox. Trevor Cox on the year is pitching. Oh, I pulled the wrong stat. Whoops, that's my wrong notes. Probably that one. How about a 3.86 ERA? He's 2-2 on the year in his 8 appearances. Cox in his 29 innings has 36 strikeouts for the side of the Griffins. He'll be facing off Caden Jonason, who's leading off here today for the Bulldogs. .514 batting average with 6 doubles, 12 RBIs on the year for Jonason. And how about it? We are getting ourselves underway for district championship baseball here for the B-3. As Cox's first pitch into Johnson is in there for strike number 1. 0-1 the count now. Wind is a little bit gusty, pushing from right field inwards, as that one is fouled off the bat by Johnson there for strike number 2. It's an 0-2 count into the center fielder. After Johnson, Ty Hanneborg on deck with Landon Greeno in the hole. Bulldogs got off to a slow start yesterday on the offensive side. Didn't pick up any pace until the 4th inning, as that 0-2 is in the dirt. Ball number 1. Again, it wasn't until their bottom of the 4th inning where the Bulldogs finally were able to break Zachary Hawley in his pitching. The 1-2. Swung on, drilled to left field out of the glove of Erdkamp, as Johnson's going to make his way on to first with an infield single to lead this game off. Bulldogs will start today's game off with not only a hit, but a runner on over at first, and it is a steal threat. With Caden Johnson is now up to bat Ty Hanneborg for the Bulldogs. Hanneborg, part of that big bottom of the 4th inning, laid down a beautiful bunt that brought Connor Stifler home from second base yesterday. Seeing he can advance Johnson over, as the pickoff attempt from Cox will get Johnson back. Landon Greeno on deck with Jackson Polk in the hole for the Bulldogs. Cox will get the sign from his catcher Harmon, and now sets and fires. There goes Johnson. Good jump. Harmon's throw on over to second is going to be in time. And there's the first out of this inning. Even though it was a good jump from Caden Johnson, a better throw from the catcher, and with that, down goes Johnson. As Carson Herman will throw Johnson out, and now with an 0-1 count, Trevor Cox will fire into Hanneborg. Check swing as that one's low and away. It's 1-1 the count now. So Bulldogs had a runner on, but fortunately got picked off at second trying to steal, and with that, nobody on. Another 1-1 pitch is too high upstairs from Cox. It's ball 2. 2-1 the count now. Bulldogs looking for a more consistent offense today, as that 2-1 is down around the knees for ball number 3. They let Nebraska City get out to an early 3-0 lead and were unable to answer back for quite some time. Looking to change the narrative here, as that one's just above the letters, but in for strike number 2. It's 3-2 the count now to the second baseman, Hanneborg. Cox likes the sign. Is 3-2? That one grounded out of the glove and on over to second. Tyler Cox will throw it on over to first in time, and there's the second out of this inning. As down goes Hanneborg with a ground out. Quick 2 up, 2 down for the Bulldogs, top of the first inning. As now here comes the first baseman, Landon Greeno. Greeno on the season for the Bulldogs, batting .406 with 14 RBIs, 4 doubles, and a triple to his name. Looking to kickstart the offense here and get a runner on the base pad late for the Bulldogs. That first pitch is outside. Ball 1 to Greeno. Next pitch will find its mark. Strike number 1. It's a 1-1 count now. As firing from Cox. Off speed is chipped up into the air, and it's going to find its way into left field for a base hit. Second hit today for the Bulldogs, and Landon Greeno now gets on board for North Platte. With 2 down, second hit today off of Trevor Cox, and now here comes Jack Polk up to bat for North Platte High School. Does have a runner, Greeno, on over at first this year for Polk. .263 average, 7 RBIs, and 1 double. As Trevor Cox gets the sign from Herman and fires in. That's high and away for ball number 1. Following Polk, Dean McIntyre, then Easton Jones for North Platte High School. 1-0 the count as Cox delivers it in. That one once more is outside for ball 2. 2-0 the count now to yesterday's star pitcher, Jack Polk. Now moving back to shortstop today. Greeno not really a steal threat at first for the Bulldogs as the 2-0 count comes its way. Popped up, drifting foul, and it gets right over my head for strike number 1. 2-1 the count now. Polk going to keep this inning alive for the Bulldogs. It's a tie ball game. The 2-1 from Trevor Cox. Swing and a miss. One that was way below the knees on the off speed. There's strike number 2 to Jack Polk. Now here comes a big 2-2 pitch with 2 down. Trevor Cox gets the sign and delivers. That one just skirts its way in along the right corner, and it's in there, strike 3. Down goes Polk looking. We're going to move our way bottom of the first, a tie ball game. 0-0. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Bulldogs. No errors on the side defensively for the Griffins. We come back here to Gretna East, North Platte's number 1 place. NorthPlattePost.com for all our video live streaming, and then FM 98.1 and AM 1410.
Go for wings?
Dave's Place.
Where do you go for pizza?
Dave's Place.
What about cold drinks, a family atmosphere, and nightly specials?
Dave's Place.
Sounds like a sweet for Dave's Place. Pizza made from fresh dough, drink deals, and yes, the best pizza and wings.
It's Dave's Place.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street or at davesplacenp.com.
Order it, carry out, DoorDash. Dave's Place. Whoop, whoop.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
Buying a car, it's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
Well, back here, Gretna East for District B-3 baseball championship action. Bulldogs tied with the Griffins here in the bottom of the first inning, 0-0. Our half-inning break scores brought to you in part by Kevin McGann in the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann in the Fortify Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Alongside other sponsors here for today's game, Dave's Placed Pizza and Wings. You find out more, 1510 East 4th Street for all their daily specials, wings, and more. Up to bat here for the side of the Griffins, Easton Leahy and Gretna East, 339 batting average, 22 RBIs, 5 doubles. He'll be going up against Easton Jones, a 2.56 ERA with a 3-0 record for Easton Jones. So far this season, Jones is putting in 13 2/3 innings with 25 strikeouts to his name. He'll throw in ball number 1 and then have one fouled off for strike number 1. So we'll sit at a 1-1 count now to the designated hitter, Easton Leahy. Tyler Cox on deck with Nolan Green in the hole for Gretna East. Jones gets the sign he likes from Dean McIntyre. Now the 1-1. Once more, this time foul back to the netting. Strike 2. Jones part of that 1-2 punch for North Platte High School that, again, as we saw yesterday with the first punch of Jack Polk. 1-2. Swung on and missed by Leahy. Gets tagged out for the first out of this inning, and it's a strikeout nonetheless for Easton Jones, number 26 on the season. First here today, as Tyler Cox now comes up to bat. Again, Bulldogs throw out a mean 1-2 punch in terms of their pitching rotation from the starting gates. Yesterday we saw Jack Polk up to hit first on that swing, and then today it's Easton Jones as Jones is pitching to Cox is there. Strike number 1, 0-1 the count. As Jones is now 6th pitch is on the way. Swung on and missed by Tyler Cox. Strike number 2. Easton Jones is locked in so far in this ball game as, gets a sign from his catcher, Dean McIntyre, and look for his second strikeout as he now steps and fires the 0-2. That one slowly grounded over to Ty Hanneborg at second. The throw to first in time. Down goes Cox. A quick 1-2 already down in this bottom of the first inning for the Griffins. And that brings up Nolan Green to bat. So far for Nolan Green, the shortstop, 322 batting average, 14 RBIs, 4 doubles, a triple, and a home run to his name already. As Jones looking for a quick 1-2-3. Bottom of the first inning to start this District B-3 championship game off on the right foot for the Bulldogs. That pitch just below the knees there. Ball number 1. Want to know the count now. On deck, catcher Carson Herman and then Kern Boswell in the hole for the Griffins. That pitch, chest high in for strike number 1. 1-1 the count now. Nobody on, 2 down. Bottom of the first, Bulldogs have already collected 2 hits today as Jones is 1-1. Gets turned on over to Ty Hanneborg. An easy ground ball. The throw to first will move. Oh my gosh. Landing Greeno off of first base, and in with the hit goes Nolan Green. First error today for the Bulldogs is a routine ground ball from Ty Hanneborg. Pulls Landing Greeno off the bag. And now a runner gets on for the Griffins. Nolan Green at first, and now Carson Herman up to bat. For Gretna East, again, Nolan Green on over at first as Jones fires. Popped up, drifting towards right field. Still drifting in play, and it just will fall at the last second out. For strike number 1, Race Morkey in right field couldn't get a glance on it. Was in his range, but unfortunately just couldn't spot it, and with that it falls out of play. An 0-1 count now to Herman. This season for Carson Herman, 262 average, 20 RBIs, 4 doubles, and a home run. As Easton Jones will now try to pick off Nolan Green at first, but Green gets back in time. As we'll still sit at a 0-1 count as Jones likes to sign from Dean McIntyre. Gets prepped and now delivers another pickoff to Nolan Green, that one pretty close to almost getting Green out right on the money with the throw, but Green just barely gets back. So still an 0-1 count as Jones, with his 0-1, fires. That one just a little too high, ball number 1. It's 1-1 the count now. Again, winner of this match will get the invitation to head to state, while the other will have their season come to an end. The 1-1 from Jones. That one too low. Good save from Dean McIntyre to make sure it doesn't get any further away. It's 2-1 the count now. Here in today's contest, as Jones once again will try to pick off Nolan Green as he'll scamper back in time yet again. Still sit at a 2-1 count, 2 down in this bottom of the first inning. Jones up to 13 pitches, fires his 14th. Swung on, slowly grounded to Connor Stifler at third. He gloves it. The throw to first is in time, and that's how the inning will come to an end. A pretty routine bottom of the first inning for the Bulldogs. They did commit one error that allowed Nolan Green to get on, but other than that, nothing too much happening from the Griffins side. We'll go to the top of the second inning with a tie ball game. 0-0. We come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
You are a loved one in need of medical equipment to improve your quality of life? Look no further than Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment. Their state-of-the-art and affordable medical products are specifically designed to return your independence. From manual and power wheelchairs, mobility scooters, and lift chairs to walking aids, ramps, hospital beds, and bath safety products. They have everything you need to make your home a comfortable and safe place to live. They can even provide CPAP and BiPAP equipment and supplies, as well as oxygen equipment and supplies. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today.
Try Runza's Lemonade Refreshers, powered by plant-based natural caffeine. And they come in 4 delicious flavors: pomegranate passion, mango mojo, prickly pear, and watermelon wild. Why do you keep doing that?
These refreshers are just so refreshing.
But you don't have to make that noise every time. Try Runza's Lemonade Refreshers. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Welcome back here to Gretna East. North Platte High School currently tied with the Griffins here in the top of the second inning. 0-0 again. Our half-inning breaks are brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann and his Fortify Group at their location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Up to bat for the Bulldogs was one of the better hitters and probably the best hitter in yesterday's game for North Platte, Dean McIntyre. Went 2 for 3 yesterday with a double as well as a single in the ball game. Really turned the tides for North Platte High. Let's see if we can get things started off on the right foot here against Trevor Cox's. That one is swung on and missed. Strike number 1 to Dean McIntyre. So if I was already looking for a good sign, I say that one slowly chipped on over to third, gloved up by Erdkamp. The throw to first is in time, and there's one down already. This top of the second. If you wanted to see an early good sign for North Platte High School, they've already collected 2 hits in the first inning alone and are looking to see if they can continue that trend against Cox here as he's up to 20 pitches so far. It's now pitcher Easton Jones who comes up to bat. He had a double yesterday for North Platte High School. He'll see strike number 1 into him. Trevor Cox. That one's just going to sneak in. Low in the zone. It's 0-2 now to Easton Jones. Batting .273 this year. That one just late, but he's able to foul it off. Still stay at 0-2. There's already one down in this top of the second. Following Jones, Tyler Townsend, then Ray Smorky. 0-2. High upstairs. Ball number 1, 1-2 the count now. With 1 out. Cox gets settles and delivers the 1-2. That one just going to zip its way in on the outside part of the zone for another strikeout for Trevor Cox and the second out of this top of the second. And now here comes Tyler Townsend as part of that big 4-run bottom of the 4th inning. Let me get things started here against Trevor Cox. As Townsend will see strike number 1. They're already down 0-1. Swing and a miss by Townsend. He's already a quick 0-2 in the hole as he was behind on it. Now Trevor Cox looking for a quick 1-2-3 inning. That one, though, upstairs and high for ball 1, 1-2. Nobody on, 2 down in the top of the second as Cox delivers. That one just on the outside part of the zone. That one just teetering on the edge for ball 2. 2-2 the count now as Cox delivers. Fouled off by Townsend. So we'll still stay at a 2-2 count. On deck, Race Morkey with Connor Stifler in the hole for Platte High School. Cox now delivers his 2-2. That one tight inside around the head for ball 3. It's now 3-2 the count. Now a full count to Tyler Townsend. Here it comes. High ball 4 after a quick 0-2 start for Trevor Cox. Tyler Townsend bounces back with the walk, and with that, a runner gets on with 2 down in the top of the second to bring on Race Morkey. Morkey had a big hit yesterday that allowed the Bulldogs to get 2 runs across, and now has Tyler Townsend at second as Cox tries to pick off Townsend, and it's no good as he gets back in plenty of time. As he was able, Morkey, to hit a right field hit yesterday that got past right fielder Nolan Bacard and scored 2 runs. Here comes Cox's first pitch, is high upstairs on the fastball for ball number 1. Looking to do the same thing here and move Townsend up. Townsend didn't get a successful steal yesterday, but it was mighty close to being thrown out. 1-0 now, as Trevor Cox will step back onto the rubber and get ready to rock and roll. He'll glance on over at first. Fire into his motion. That one once more is upstairs for ball 2. 2-0 the count now to Race Morkey, as now out comes Carson Herman to have a word with his pitcher after about 4 consecutive pitches of balls outside the zone. He'll take a stroll on back to home plate and get ready to rock and roll right here. 2-0 the count to the right fielder, Race Morkey. Townsend on over at first. Here comes the 2-0. Check swing, but it's in there for strike number 1. 2-1 the count now. To Morkey as he'll get the sign from head coach John Byrne on over at third base. Cox with a long glance on over at first will deliver his 2-1. That one popped up, drifting towards right field, and it will get down out of the reach of Tyler Cox. Townsend's going to blitz his way on over to third, and with that, a single for Race Morkey now puts the runners at the corner for Connor Stifler to come up to bat. Stifler had a big bunt yesterday, which meant he later came across and scored in that bottom of the 4th. Now in the exact same situation with runners at the corners. Bulldogs looking to strike first here. Morkey at first, Townsend at third. Infield is playing up in the grass, specifically Tanner Erdkamp at third base. As Trevor Cox delivers. There goes Morkey. Got a good jump. The throw on over to second will be in time. Another great throw from Carson Herman will get another out as the Bulldogs get caught stealing once again, and that's how this inning will come to an end. We'll make our way to the bottom of the second inning. We're tied 0-0. We come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Sandhill State Bank's new upgraded cart management experience. You can now control your carts anytime, anywhere. The new features and added control allow you to prevent fraud like never before. Get increased transaction details, turn your cart on and off whenever you'd like, and report your card lost in an instant. All from our mobile app. More insights, more control, and more security for your banking experience. Bank local and go far with digital banking solutions.
The market for a new or pre-owned .com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's lease anytime.
match between the Griffins and the Fortified Group. Check out State Bank. Those come into Brandon Banky with the current Boswell is now up to bat. Platte, that off speed just too low. That one once more too low on the fast. 309 batting average. That one is turned on over to Jackson Polk. Of this bottom of the second inning, as now Tanner Erdkamp will be swinging. He has one out here in this bottom of the second inning as Easton Jones is on now to his 18th job today of keeping it on the infield. Now here comes his 1-0. It's in there. Strike number one to Erdkamp. Sure, they get grounded out when it comes to hitting and then popped up for easy pop-outs. Well, that one's in there. Strike two on another great pitch from Easton Jones. 1-2. He went to that fastball, but it's pulled outside for ball number two. It's 2-2 the count now. Shakes off a side for McIntyre. Here comes his 2-2. It's in there. Strike number three in today. Exactly what this team needed, facing a very high-powered offense of Gretna East and the top seed in this B-3 district. As now it's Jensen Albers who's up to bat for the Griffins. Check swing. It's going to be in the turf. Ball number one to Albers. Seth Craggle on deck with Colton Nicholson in the hole for the Griffins. The 1-0 count now from Easton Jones as he likes what he sees, and here comes that 1-0. High above the letters. Ball two now to Albers. 2-0 the count. 0-0 ball game here in the bottom of the second inning. Jones now will set and fire his 2-0 pitch. It's in there for strike number one, just painting the edge. Sneaks in, 2-1 the count now. He fires that 2-1. Foul the back from Albers. Now it's a 2-2 count with two down. As Easton Jones looking for his third strikeout in the final out of this inning. Likes to sign the 2-2. Oh, it's too tight and low inside for ball number three. 3-2 the count now. It's full. Bulldogs yesterday on full counts were 2 for 3 in conversions. Here comes a 3-2. That one's down low in the turf. Ball four, and Albers will take the walk on over the first. First walk today for Easton Jones. Now there's a runner on the base pads for the Griffins as Seth Craggle comes up to bat. Two down in this inning. Colton Nicholson on deck, then back to the top of the order with Easton Leahy. As Jones, the right-handed pitcher, will like the sign he gets and will try to pick off. Oh, it gets past one Landon Greeno, and with that, Jensen Albers going to make his way to second and probably over to third. So with that passed up ball, a runner now is just 90 feet away for the Griffins. So another simple mistake leads to another situation that puts the runner in scoring position. Yesterday was the amount of errors, the 3 dropped balls in the outfield and the infield that caused turmoil, and now it's a pickoff attempt that went awry, and now Albers is just 90 feet away at third base with Seth Craggle up to bat looking to drive the first run home today for either side. Easton Jones will fire his first pitch in. Popped up, but it'll fall right behind me for strike number one. An 0-1 count now. Two down. Albers just 90 feet away at third for the Griffins. Here comes the 0-1 count. Oh, that's tight inside. Ball number one. There is a couple players in the bullpen for the Griffins as that next pitch is in there. Good strike number two from Easton Jones. Yeah, there is some action already. We're going to get a little start in the bullpen for the Griffins. As Jones now sets and fires his 1-2 pitch. Oh, it's in there, strike three, third strikeout of the day for Jones, and the threat goes down for the Griffins. That's the final out of this inning. We're going to the top of the third. We're still tied right here, 0-0. We come back, FM 98.1, AM 1410, of course, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Free PC and Mac checkups at CT Computer Services in North Platte? That's right. Let CT Computer Services diagnose your systems to ensure your hardware integrity, security, and overall PC Mac health are running as they should. For a free PC Mac checkup, stop in at 905 South Willow in North Platte or call 308-534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guys since 2005.
Welcome here, top of the third inning. Our half-inning breaks brought to you in part by our sponsors here for today's game, CT Computer Services, your IT guy since 2005. As well as our other sponsors here for today's game. That will be, of course, as always, Kevin McGann, the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann, the Fortifying Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Trevor Cox is still in the game as his first pitch into Connor Stifler is there for strike number one. It's 0-1 the count now. As Cox will step and fire with his 0-1. It's down low in the turf and away for ball number one. 1-1 the count now. Nobody on, nobody out in this top of the third inning. 1-1. Nice pitch. Just be right below the letters for strike two. It's 1-2 now to Connor Stifler. As the 1-2 swung on and missed by Stifler. The throw on over to first, and there is the first out of this inning. So with that, now comes up Caden Johnson to bat in this top of the third. It's 1 for 1 today. Had a single in his first plate appearance. Look to see if he can do it again. There is some action in the bullpen for the Griffins as Cox's pitch is once again in for strike number one. He's starting to re-find his rhythm. 0-1 with one out. He steps and fires. That one's low in the turf and away from the catcher, Herman, for ball number one. 1-1 the count now as out comes Ty Hanneborg to retrieve the ball. So time will be called. Following Johnson, Ty Hanneborg is on deck with Landon Garino in the hole for North Platte High School. No runs on 3 hits, 2 errors for the Bulldogs as Johnson looks to lay down a bunt, but will pull it foul. 1-2 the count. Tanner Erdkamp was getting a good jump on it, so I believe he could have thrown Johnson out at first if he got to it, but it's a 1-2 count. Again, three hits, 2 errors, no runs for the Bulldogs. No runs, no hits, no errors for Gretna East. As that's check swung, and it's going to sneak its way in. Though, any which way for strike number 3 in the second out of this inning. As now we're going on to the final out of this top of the third. Trevor Cox with a quick 2 up, 2 down. This top of the third inning. So he'll step and fire into Hanneborg, and he swings and misses. For strike number 1, it's 0-1 the count now. Hanneborg grounded out in his first plate appearance against Trevor Cox. As that 0-1 is fired in and slightly tipped back up to Cox. He gloves it and throws it to first for a quick 3 up, 3 down here in this top of the third. We're going now to the bottom of the third inning. We're still all tied up here at Gretna East. 0-0. We come back, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Where do you go for wings?
Dave's Place.
Where do you go for pizza?
Dave's Place.
What about cold drinks, a family atmosphere, and nightly specials?
Dave's Place.
Sounds like a sweep for Dave's Place. Pizza made from fresh dough, drink deals, and yes, the best pizza and wings.
It's Dave's Place.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street or at davesplacenp.com.
Order it, carry out, DoorDash. Dave's Place.
Welcome back here to Gretna East. It's the bottom of the third inning. We're all tied up, nothing and nothing. No runs on 3 hits, 2 errors for the Bulldogs. No runs, no hits, no errors for Gretna East. Our half-inning breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. And our other sponsors here for today's game, Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota just south of I-80 in North Platte invites you to stop out and take a test drive here today. Premier Toyota, let's go places as Colton Nicholson now up to bat here for the side of Gretna East, and then Easton Leahy on deck and Tyler Cox in the hole. First pitch from Easton Jones is in the turf for ball number 1 to Nicholson. As he once again will love to get out of this inning, not giving up a hit. The 1-0. Swung on, slowly grounded, but foul down the third base side for strike number 1, a 1-1 count. Bulldogs at certain points in today's game have applied pressure onto the Griffins, but not enough to get a run home. Still looking to see if they can find a way around Trevor Cox. That one lofted up into center field, and it's down for a base hit. It gets past Caden Johnson, and with that, moving his way on over to second, Colton Nicholson with a leadoff double. As Caden Johnson just misplayed it a little bit out in center field, and it gets right past him. And with that, Nicholson will lead off this bottom of the third with a double. And now back to the top of the order with Easton Leahy, who struck out swinging in his first plate appearance for Gretna East. Following Leahy, Tyler Cox, and then Nolan Green. First hit today for Gretna East is looking to lay the bunt down was Leahy, but it's down low for ball number 1, 1-0 the count now. 1-0 with one runner on, being Nicholson at second, infield playing for the bunt. So here comes that 1-0 pitch. Down low in the turf for ball 2. 2-0 the count now with 2 down. Runner in scoring position at second. As Easton Jones is 2-0. Off speed is in around the knees. Strike number 1, 2-1 the count now. Nobody out, one runner on. For the Griffins, they're threatening to score for the second time today. Here's the 2-1. Another off speed that's too low for ball 3. It's 3-1 the count now to Leahy. Jones looking to bounce back on this next pitch, facing a 3-1 count as Leahy calls for time to get focused back in. 3-1 now. Jones is up to 39 pitches. Here comes his 40th. That one drilled up over the head of Jackson Polk, and now they're going to bring on home Leahy. No, they will not, as Nicholson will stay at third, so a single up into center field for the side of Easton Leahy, and with that, there's now runners at the corners with nobody out. For Tyler Cox, he grounded out in his first plate appearance. As Cox is now up to bat, he's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to Ty Hanneborg in his first plate appearance. Nobody out for the Griffins. 2 runners on, both at the corners. Second hit today for Gretna East as a bunt's going to be laid down. Picked up by Jones. A throw on over to first for the easy out, and that will advance the runners. Specifically, Easton Leahy up to second, and now 2 runners are in scoring position. With Leahy now at second. And still on over. Still on over at third, Colton Nicholson. And they're going to intentionally walk Nolan Green. So because of that intentional walk, the bases are now loaded for Carson Herman. He grounded out to Jack Polk at shortstop. There is a force out at every bag and a potential double play opportunity to end the inning if Easton Jones can convert on it, as that one's too tight inside for ball number 1. 1-0 the count now. 1 out, bases loaded in this bottom of the 3rd inning. Jones with his 1-0. Skied up towards left field. Going back very far with it, Jackson Peters. He gloves it. The throw on home will most certainly not be in time. So with that, the Griffins and the sacrifice fly will score for the first time today and bring the runner on home. That was Nicholson, and with that, striking first blood, Gretna East. But there is 2 down in this inning now for Curran Boswell. Boswell grounded out in his first plate appearance today. He grounded out to Jack Polk at second and still has 2 runners on the base paths. Leahy at second, Green at first, and a 1-0 lead for Gretna East. Jones will glance and fire in. Slow grounder back on over to Polk. The step on for Hanneborg at second, and that's how this inning will come to an end. 1 run did come across for the Griffins. They now lead 1-0 as we go to the top of the 4th inning right here at FM 98.1. AM 1410, of course, video live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Ask me, Matthew Musselman, about Shelter Life Insurance coverage options.
Great Plains Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
I'm Jared Remus with Jerry Remus Chevrolet of North Platte. The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ AM North Platte. We've got the keys to your new car.
Welcome back here to Gretna East. North Platte High School now trailing the Griffins 1-0. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors for Gretna East. No runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for North Platte High School. And our timeout's brought to you in part by one Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 out as Landon Greeno will ground out to Tyler Cox at second for the first out of this inning. As Trevor Cox is still on the mound, there is still some action in the Griffins bullpen. As Jack Polk, who struck out looking his first plate appearance, will now take on Trevor Cox as his off speed is in there. Strike number 1. And winner of this match will move on to state championship baseball as that pitch is in there for strike 2 as the loser will have their season come to an end. Both teams looking to make history in their inaugural seasons. They will look to go to state in their first season in baseball. That pitch is in there, is down low, for ball 1, 1-2 now as Trevor Cox fires. Oh, that one outside, another fastball from Cox that they couldn't keep control of, and it's now 2-2 the count with one out here in this top of the 4th inning. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and another off speed as down goes Polk for the second out of this inning. A quick 2 up, 2 down once again for North Platte High School as Dean McIntyre will now step up to the plate. He grounded out to the pitcher Cox in his first plate appearance as he fouls it off for strike number 1. It's 0-1 the count now. Following Dean McIntyre, Easton Jones, then Tyler Townsend for North Platte High. The 0-1. That one grounded on over to shortstop. Nolan Green gloves it. The throw to first will just be in time. And with that, we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th inning. A quick 3 up, 3 down for North Platte High as we'll see you at the bottom of the 4th inning when we come back here. FM 98.1. 1410, and of course, as always, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick stop.
With your 24-hour convenience store. Fast, friendly, no one gives you more. Gas, food, your favorite drink. Get everything you need in a blink. That's why everybody stops at Quick Stop.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick stop.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See me, Pete Foltz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Welcome back here to Gretna East. North Platte High School trailing the Griffins in this one 1-0. And now the bottom of the 4th inning. And our half-inning breaks brought to you in part by our sponsors here today, Sandhill State Bank. Most committed brand and bank locations in North Platte, Ogallala, Grand, and many more. Head to sandhillstate.com for a full list of services and locations. And also our half-inning break sponsor, Kevin McGann with the Fortify Group. Check out his location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Is still on the mound for North Platte High School, Easton Jones. Jones up to 48 pitches, 26 strikes, and 28 balls. He'll be facing Tanner Erdkamp here in this bottom of the 4th. It's 6, 7, 8. Erdkamp, Albers, and then Craggle here for the Griffins. As Jones looking to do the same thing Trevor Cox did last inning, 3 up, 3 down. Oh, that one's popped up, driven out to Jackson Peters in left field. He gets underneath it and gloves it for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 out from Erdkamp, and now up to bat Jensen Albers. He walked in his first plate appearance for Gretna East. Bulldogs looking for their second out right here if possible. First pitch in from Jones to Albers. Looks to lay the bunt down, but it's going to fall foul down the third base side for strike number 1. 1-1 the count now, is trying to play cute with the small ball. Almost got it working, but now Connor Stifler up in the grass just in case. The 0-1 popped up, drifting and flying out foul to left field. There's strike number 2 to Albers. This bottom of the 4th inning, and a 1-0 lead for the Griffins. The 0-2 from Jones, but time will be called as Albers will step out and reset. He's back into the batter's box, and now here comes Easton Jones' 0-2. Popped up, drifting towards Peters in left field. He's running for it, and it just falls out of play, foul, as he runs right into the fencing. So we'll still stay at 0-2, third straight foul ball from Albers. Jones now up to 52 pitches, 30 strikes, 22 balls. Jones will shake off 2 signs and now likes this one. The 0-2. That one crushed out to right field. Back at it goes Race Morkey. He dives and can't get it as he misplayed the ball. Albers now going to make his way on over to second and now to third. And that's going to be a triple for Jensen Albers, as he crushed that out to right field. Race Morkey tried to make a late dive at it, but it just came up a bit short. And because of that, Jensen Albers, with 1 out, hits a triple, and now he's in scoring position just 90 feet away. For Gretna East, is it Seth Craggle up to bat. He struck out looking in his first plate appearance. No action in the bullpen for North Platte. As Jones looks to settle back in with 1 down in this bottom of the 4th inning. As Jones will like to get the sign as infield playing for the bunt. Popped up, drifting towards Johnson in center field, going at it, running, he gloves it, but that's going to be an easy tag up for Jensen Albers, who will then come home for the second run of this game for Gretna East. It's now 2-0 in favor of the Griffins, as now Colton Nicholson comes up to bat. He doubled in his first plate appearance, as I was able to skirt past Caden Johnson in center field. So with 2 down, Bulldogs looking to leave it just at the 1 run that came across this inning, as that first pitch into Nicholson is their ball number 1. 1-0 the count now, as that was in the turf. Jones will deliver now his 1-0. Nice off speed as it bounces back inside for strike number 1. 1-1 the count now in this bottom of the 4th inning. As here comes Jones with his delivery for the 1-1. Ooh, that almost hit Connor Nicholson in the shoulder. There's ball 2. As Easton Jones now up to 57 pitches today. The 2-1. Popped up, slowly on over to Greeno, running on for it, and it's Easton Jones who caught it for a second and then dropped it. Some miscommunication between Greeno and Jones as they almost collided. There's strike number 2, as it's 2-2 the count now. Jones had it for a second, but just couldn't hold on to it fully, and there's a foul ball. It's 2-2 with 2 down now. Nobody on, 2 down, a 2-run lead for Gretna East. So here comes that 2-2. It's down low in the turf. Ball number 3 to Nicholson. That's Jones looking to get the strikeout and end this inning, only giving up the 1 run. 3-2 the lead. As Jones shakes off one sign, and here comes his payoff pitch. Fouled off the bat of Nicholson for a foul ball, and we'll still stay at 3-2. Next up, Easton Leahy for the Griffins, and then Tyler Cox, who's in the hole. 3-2 with 2 down. Jones ready to rock and roll. He winds up and delivers. High and away, ball 4. There's a walk for Colton Nicholson, and he'll scamper to first, and now it's Easton Leahy up to bat. He struck out swinging in his first plate appearance and then singled in his second on up in center field. And now out goes Dean McIntyre to have a talk with Easton Jones to get him settled back down. Tyler Cox on deck with Nolan Green in the hole. So now we have a pinch runner coming on for Gretna East, for Nicholson, it's going to be Jacob Weekland. So Weekland will be taken over. So with 2 down, a pinch runner on over at first, Jacob Weekland, and up to bat, Easton Leahy again, singled into center field in his previous plate appearance. As a pickoff attempt will get Weekland back. 2 down here in this bottom of the 4th inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Gretna East. No runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. North Platte High School. There comes the pitch. Slow and away. Ball number 1 to Leahy. Easton Jones starting to falter with the control just a little bit in this game. He's up to 61 pitches. He'll glance quickly on over at first, and here comes the 1-0 pitch. As the bunt was going to lay down, it gets away from Dean McIntyre, and with that, Weekland will make his way on over to second with the passed up ball. Just like that, the runner who could easily be pushed out at second now advances. As that ball was in the turf, it's now 2-0 the count to Easton Leahy. As it's a 2-0 count now with 2 down, bottom of the 4th inning. Jones with a long glance at second, fires. Off speed is finally back in. Strike number 1, 2-1 the count now. Two and 1 with 2 down, runner at second being Weekland. Jones with another quick glance at him, and another one. He'll fire. Swung on and foul down the right field side for strike number 2. It's 2-2 the count now. With 2 down. Jones just on the cusp of just getting out of this inning, allowing the 1 run. Does have to play it careful as there is a runner in scoring position at second. 2-2, 2 down. It's Jones. Big long glance at second base. Fires the 2-2. It's down low in the turf. Ball number 3, 3-2 the count now. Back into the box goes Leahy. He's ready to rock and roll, and so is Easton Jones. Here he comes. Payoff 3-2 pitch on the way. As he'll step off, though, and take a breather. Against Jones, walked the last batter when it was a full count. Trying to avoid that for a second time this inning. 3-2. Here it comes. Oh, that off speed is in there. Wow, that one was not a good call, but we'll take it either which way, and that's how the inning will come to an end. Whew, that might have been a ball 4, but we'll take it. And with that, we're going now to the top of the 5th inning. North Platte High School now trailing Gretna East 2-0. We come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410. And again, as always, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
For a loved one in need of medical equipment to improve your quality of life, look no further than Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment. Their state-of-the-art and affordable medical products are specifically designed to return your independence. From manual and power wheelchairs, mobility scooters, and lift chairs to walking aids, ramps, hospital beds, and bath safety products. They have everything you need to make your home a comfortable and safe place to live. They can even provide CPAP and BiPAP equipment and supplies, as well as oxygen equipment and supplies. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today.
Are you ready to embark on an exciting new career? Larry's Glass has been a trusted name in custom glass design for over 40 years, and they are seeking a skilled glazier to join their team. If you have a passion for precision and craftsmanship, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Install glass in commercial, residential, and auto settings. Get paid while you train for a new career. Stop into Larry's Glass at 211 West 5th Street, North Platte, and discuss how you can be part of their team and build a fulfilling career.
That one skied up into center field from Easton Jones as he swings on the first pitch, and that's going to be a stand-up double coming out of the commercial break. Easton Jones with the 4th hit today for North Platte High School as he skies that into left field to start this inning off, as now Logan Hayes will come on to bat the courtesy run for Easton Jones. As Jones starts off the top of the 5th with a stand-up double, exactly what the doctor needed for North Platte High School. As these last couple of innings, they've struggled to really put some hitting production down. Now they'll start off with a runner in scoring position, Logan Hayes. At second as Tyler Townsend takes over the designated hitter for today's game. Is now we're going to throw on over to second. We'll get Logan Hayes back as that pitch was in there. Strike number 1 to Townsend. He walked in his first plate appearance at North Platte High School. Now looking to advance Hayes, who is at second right now. There is action in the bullpen for North Platte High School. It is Landon Greeno for the Dogs. As Trevor Cox will now deliver his 0-1 to Townsend. It's high upstairs, ball number 1. Infield is playing in the grass. More specifically, Colton Nicholson is playing way up in the grass. They're expecting a bunt to move Hayes to third. 1-1 the count now with nobody out. The runner at second being Logan Hayes. Pitch, bunt laid down beautifully there by Tyler Townsend. The throw to first will be in time for out number 1, but a beautifully executed ground out bunt from Tyler Townsend. Now advances the runner into scoring position just 90 feet away at third base. And here comes Race Morkey. He singled into right field in his first plate appearance and now has an opportunity to do what he did yesterday and get a run to come across with a hit here. He scored 2 runners in yesterday's game. Now looking to do another RBI here as that pitch from Trevor Cox is in the zone, up in the zone though, but strike number 1. Some action still in the bullpen for Gretna East. Swung on and missed by Morkey for strike number 2 as he fouls it off into the glove of the catcher, Herman. But now it's 0-2 the count with 1 down. Logan Hayes just 90 feet away at third. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and down goes Race Morkey swinging. And now here comes Connor Stifler up to bat. He's got a monumental task of bringing Logan Hayes home. Actually, we're going to have a pinch hitter coming in for North Platte High School. For Connor Stifler, it's going to be Jordan Yonkers, who will be pinch hitting for North Platte, with a runner in scoring position at third base being Logan Hayes. Landon Greeno is still warming up in the bullpen for the Bulldogs. Now there is action in the Griffins bullpen, but I can't get a number on it. But here comes Jordan Yonkers on a pinch hit situation. Tanner Erdkamp is playing in the grass, potentially thinking bunt. Following Yonkers, Caden Johnson, then Ty Hanneborg. 2-0 lead for Gretna East as Yonkers swings at 1 in the dirt for strike number 1. 0-1 the count now to the senior Yonkers, who's pinch hitting for Connor Stifler. Here comes the 0-1. High upstairs, just barely, ball 1. 1-1 the count now. 2 down in this top of the 5th. 1 runner on at third base being Hayes. The 1-1. That one just a smidge outside. Ball 2, 2-1. 2-1 with 2 down. 63 pitches for Trevor Cox, the 2-1. High upstairs, ball 3 now to Jordan Yonkers. As getting ready once again for the 3-1 Jordan Yonkers. Trevor Cox gets the sign and delivers. Fouled off, and it's going to go into the parking lot for strike number 2. Full count, 3-2 now to Yonkers. Logan Hayes still at third with 2 down. The 3-2, swing and a miss. And that's how this inning will come to an end. The Bulldogs had a runner in scoring position, Logan Hayes, at third, but they couldn't get him across. We'll now go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Bulldogs trailing 2-0 when we come back here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
Buying a car, it's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
Welcome back here. Gretna East B-3 District Championship match between number 1 seeded Gretna East and the Griffins and the number 2 seeded North Platte High School Bulldogs. To 2-0 lead for Gretna East here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And our half inning breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B, as well as our other sponsors here for today's game. That is Dave's Place Pizza and Wings. To find out more, 1510 East 4th Street. Tyler Cox up to bat. He grounded out twice to Tyler Hanneborg in his 2 at-bats. Looking to find his first hit today in the 4th overall for Gretna East, as that's popped up to Landon Greeno at first. He gets under it and he gloves it for an easy out, number 1. That's 1 pitch, 1 hit, 1 out here. In the bottom of the 5th is now at the bat comes Nolan Green. Reached on an error in his first plate appearance as it pulled Landon Greeno off the first base bag on a routine grounder. And then he walked in his second. On deck, Carson Herman and then Curran Boswell in the hole for Gretna East. Again, Landon Greeno was warming up in the bullpen for the Bulldogs if he's needed, but so far Easton Jones this inning is looking much more focused in as that's in there. Strike number 1 to Green. He'll shake off a sign from Dean McIntyre and deliver his 0-1. Oh, that one way outside as that slips off his fingers. Ball number 1, 1-1 the count now. 1-1 with 1 out. 69 pitches so far for Jones in today's ball game. He steps and fires into his 1-1. That one's tight inside for ball number 2 now. 2-1 the count with nobody on and 1 out in this bottom of the 5th. 2 runs have come across for Gretna East. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Griffins. No runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for North Platte High School on the 3rd straight pitch outside. Ball number 3, it's 3-1 the count now to Nolan Green. Cloud starting to roll overhead now. The 3-1 on the way. Here it comes. That one's just below the knees. Ball 4, and Green will take the stroll on over to first. And now out comes head coach. Well, it's going to be head coach John Byrne, but it's assistant coach and the pitching coach, Ricky Holm. Have a talk with Easton Jones. As it's Carson Herman now at the bat. He grounded out in his first plate appearance and sacrifice flew out in his last appearance to score a run. As Coach Holm trying to get the team focused in and give a pep talk to Easton Jones. As after a good start to this inning, it's starting to fall apart just a little bit as he walked Nolan Green. But overall for Easton Jones, a fantastic performance. Only allowing 3 hits on the day. But unfortunately, 2 runs did come across on those 3 hits. As Herman, though, is 0 for 1. Has a runner on over at first, being Green. That pitch is in there for strike number 1 around the knees. 0-1 the count now. Following Herman, Curran Boswell on deck with Tanner Erdkamp in the hole. Jones steps and likes that 0-1. It's down low. Ball number 1, 1-1 the count now. Good save from Dean McIntyre to not let it get further away from him. One and one out. Pickoff attempt gets Nolan Green back to first. Last time Nolan Green was on the base pads. An error from Easton Jones on a pickoff attempt got Green to third. And now here comes time being called for Herman. 1-1 with 1 out. 2-0 lead for Gretna East here in the district championship game for B3. The 1-1. It's in there. Strike number 2. Good bounce back pitch from Easton Jones. Looking for the second out of this inning. And his 4th strikeout today. He's got 3 so far. Another pickoff attempt. Ooh! Almost got him as Nolan Green jumped a little bit on over to second before he quickly turned back to first. He did make it back in time, but just barely. Good from Easton Jones to try and pick him off. The 1-2. Slowly grounded on over to short. The throw to first in time. And there's the second out of this inning. It will advance Green over to second, but does get the second out of this inning, but that's where the Griffins have done a good job today of really producing their production. Has been coming from the second out. So even though it's should be a pretty scary situation, the Griffins have done a great job today in making it kind of their comfort zone. That off speed sneaks in. Strike 1 into Boswell. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 groundouts. Oh and 1, 2 down. Runner at second being Nolan Green. Easton Jones tries to pick off Green, but he gets back in time. So we'll still stick it 0 and 1. Up next, Tanner Erdkamp, who's on deck, and then Jensen Albers, who's in the hole for Gretna East. Jones. Now with the 0-1. Swing and a miss from Boswell for strike number 2. That one in the turf. Off speed got Boswell swinging. As here we go once again. 0-2 with 2 down. Jones looking for the 4th strikeout today. Delivers. Runner goes to third. It's going to bounce off of the glove. Oh no, that's going to get past Connor Stifler, and because of that, Nolan Green's going to score. McIntyre on a late throw trying to get it to Connor Stifler at third base as Nolan Green went running to third on a steal, but it got just past Stifler's glove, and with that passed up ball, another run comes across. The 3rd error today for North Platte High School. A 3-0 lead now for Gretna East. 3-0. 1-2. Oh my good heavens. That's in there, but clearly that was outside the zone. But again, we'll take it once more. But another run comes across for the side of the Griffins. It's 3-0 when we come back here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and then video live streaming as always, NorthPlattePost.com.
Sandhill State Bank's new upgraded cart management experience. You can now control your carts anytime, anywhere. The new features and added control allow you to prevent fraud like never before. Get increased transaction details, turn your cart on and off whenever you'd like, and report your card lost in an instant. All from our mobile app. More insights, more control, and more security for your banking experience. Bank local and go far with digital banking solutions that go wherever you go. Visit sandhillstate.com to learn more. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Drew is enjoying the new ice cream sandwich from Runza.
I like to call it a cookie hugwich.
Huh?
Because it's really just 2 fresh baked chocolate chip cookies giving some chocolate vanilla twist ice cream a hug.
Oh.
Like the ice cream got a little sad and the cookies were like, oh, come here, buddy.
Well, that is adorable. Try Runza's new ice cream sandwich today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel,
Runza makes it all better.
Welcome back here to the top of the 6th inning as North Platte High School currently trails Gretna East and the Griffins now 3-0 as Trevor Cox's first pitch into Caden Johnson. It's there on the outside part of the plate for strike number 1. As Bulldogs allowed 1 run to come across, that's skied up into left field. Still going, that might go all the way to the wall, and it is out of the park. And how about the first home run of the season for North Platte High School? Comes off of Caden Johnson, just barely jumps off the top of the left field wall, and why not start the comeback here with the first home run in baseball program history, and it's Caden Johnson. And just like that, this lead is now cut to just 2 as Trevor Cox allows not only the first run against North Platte today, but they're now 4th hit, and it's Caden Johnson with a huge home run. And now up to bat comes Ty Hanneborg. As it's a now 3-1 ball game as that pitch is down low in the dirt for ball number 1. 1-1 the count now. It's currently a 3-1 ball game. That pitch in there. Strike number 2. It's 1-2 the count now. That ball just kept carrying and carrying. That's why I was so surprised to see it go out of the park. The 1-2 is swung on and missed by Ty Hanneborg for the first out of this inning. So now up comes Landon Greeno, who's 1 for 2 today. The wind, we haven't talked about it much today. It's been very consistently pushing straight into left field, and Johnson was able to get it up in the wind stream, and it just carried it all the way out of the park as Greeno fouls that off for strike number 1. It's a 1-2 day for Landon Greeno. Single in his first plate appearance, then grounded out in his second. Next pitch is high upstairs for ball number 1. 1 run, 5 hits, 3 errors for the Bulldogs. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Gretna East. Cox is 1-1. Turned on, and it's gonna get out of Trevor Cox's glove at second and get into right field for a base hit. 6th hit today. And now a runner gets on for North Platte High School's second single today for Landon Greeno. And now up to bat comes Jack Polk, and we'll probably have a courtesy runner. We will have a courtesy runner for Landon Greeno. As taking the charge out, Gabe Moreno will be the courtesy runner for the Bulldogs. Now Jack Polk comes up to bat. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. Now has a runner on. Polk is the game-tying run as he is at the plate right now. It's a 3-1 ball game. Still in favor of Gretna East. There is still action in the bullpen for the Griffins. Been warming up ever since the 3rd inning. Moreno on over at first, 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Cox delivers. That's high upstairs to Polk for ball number 1. 1-0 the count now. 6 hits have come across for the Bulldogs today, but only 1 run out of those 6 hits. And it was a Caden Johnson solo home run. That off speed sneaks in. Strike number 1. 1-1 the count now with 1 out. Again, Moreno on over at first, courtesy running for Landon Greeno. As Trevor Cox with his 1-1 fires. It's way upstairs. Ball 2, 2-1 the count now. On deck, Dean McIntyre with Easton Jones in the hole for North Platte High School. Trevor Cox now sets and delivers his 2-1. That's going to bounce off the shoulder of Jack Polk. And now we're going to have some time called by the Griffin pitching staff. As up to bat now comes Dean McIntyre. As it's been a rough inning for Trevor Cox, and the game leading run is now up to bat with Dean McIntyre. Jack Polk is at first, Gabe Moreno at second, one out here in this top of the 6th inning. As Landon Greeno still warming up in the bullpen for the Bulldogs here. And then still action in Gretna East's bullpen. Still haven't gotten a number on them. I believe it's Chase Nenman just warming up in the bullpen for the Griffins. And now the talk is over, and we're getting back to action here. Moreno at second. Jack Polk on over at first for the ever-dangerous Dean McIntyre. He has 2 groundouts today, Dean McIntyre, but again, yesterday had 2 big hits for the Bulldogs. When the pressure comes to it, McIntyre steps up. Infield playing for bunt with 1 out. As Cox delivers. That one driven out to left field. Back at it goes Craggle, and he gets it and gloves it for out number 1. Good hit from McIntyre, but it just couldn't carry the full distance, and with that, there's 2 down in this inning. With 2 runners on for now, Easton Jones. He doubled in his last plate appearance to center field. If he can do that once again here, that will most certainly score not 1 but 2 runs potentially. As Trevor Cox steps, and he glances and delivers. That one's high and away there. Ball number 1 to Jones. 1-0 the count with 2 down in the top of the 6th inning. Bulldogs got a run to come across with a Caden Johnson solo home run. Cox's 1-0 pitch. Off speed's in. Strike number 1. It's 1-1 the count. He's been having a good day with that off speed. 2 down though here in this inning. Cox will get the sign from Herman and now deliver his 1-1 pitch, but he'll step off. Got to be careful of a balk when doing that. It's 1-1 with 2 down. Jones steps back into the batter's box. Tyler Townsend on deck with Race Morkey in the hole for North Platte High. Long glance at second to Moreno as Trevor Cox fires. Once more, that's away. Ball 2. 2-1 the count now to Easton Jones. 82 pitches for Trevor Cox. As he'll take his glance at second again. Deliver the 2-1. Oh, that one just fouled off the bat of Jones. Looking to get more contact on it. Liked what he saw, but now it's a 2-2 count with 2 down from Trevor Cox into Easton Jones. A big moment here in this game as the Bulldogs have 2 runners on. 2-2, 2 outs. Jones steps back in the batter's box. Trevor Cox gets the sign he likes, but will step off and refocus in. 2-2. Cox gets the sign. His pitch. Well, that's way in the turf. For ball number 3. Doesn't get away from Herman, though, so runners will stay at their respected base pads. 3-2 count with 2 down in the top of the 6th. Bulldogs trailing 3-1. Cox gets set. His 3-2 pitch. Runners go. Swing and a miss by Jones. And that's how this inning will come to an end. 1 run did come across for the Bulldogs. It was Caden Johnson's solo home run. But that's all the runs that were produced. We're now going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Bulldogs trailing now 3-1 when we come back here. FM 98.1, AM 1410. And as always, video live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
For a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, look no further than Bill Summers Ford Honda Nissan Lincoln. For your next vehicle, look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford Honda Nissan Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Free PC and Mac checkups at CT Computer Services in North Platte? That's right. Let CT Computer Services diagnose your systems to ensure your hardware integrity, security, and overall PC Mac health are running as they should. For a free PC Mac checkup, stop in at 905 South Willow in North Platte or call 308-534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guys since 2005.
Welcome back here to Gretna East. Bottom of the 6th inning, we have a new pitcher on the mound for North Platte High School. It's Landon Greeno for what could be the potential last half inning of offensive play for the Griffins here today. They lead 3-1. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Griffins. 1 run, 6 hits, 3 errors for North Platte High School. As that'll end the day for Easton Jones. Overall, solid performance for Jones. Only had 3 runs come across on just 3 hits. Couple of costly errors, though, did lead to some scary moments. But now, can Landon Greeno, the lefty, hold the fort down for North Platte High School? We've seen it so many times this season for the Bulldogs. Landon Greeno, whenever called upon, no matter the situation, comes on up and produces. That's why we call him Old Reliable. You need him in a certain situation, he'll produce. No matter if it's good or bad, or even if it's a new position, he'll come up clutch as he'll now be taking over the pitching mantle for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 6th inning for this District B-3 championship match. Bulldogs got a run across last inning off a solo home run from Caden Johnson that was carried thanks to the wind. It got caught on the stream, and it was pushed all the way out of the park for the first home run out of the Bulldogs season, but in their history. And now, not only can the Dogs get out of this inning unscathed, but go to the top of the 7th to see if they can tie this game up. It's Tanner Erdkamp who's up to bat now for Gretna East. He's 0 for 2 today, struck out looking in his first plate appearance, then flew out in his second. He'll swing on one to Jack Polk at short. He'll glove it up, and the throw to first will be in time, just barely, as Jones almost lost his footing on the bag, but 1 pitch, 1 hit, and it's a 1 out. Here in this bottom of the 6th inning is now up to bat comes Jensen Albers. He's 1 for 1 today, walked in his first plate appearance, and then tripled out to right field in his second. And now what can he do with 1 down in this inning? Looks to lay the bunt down, but will be outside. Ball number 1 to Albers. Again, thank you to our half-inning sponsors here for today's game, Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann, the Fortifying Group, at his location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B, as that next pitch from Greeno is way outside, almost in a whole new area code. Ball number 2, good glove from Dean McIntyre. 2-0 the count. Greeno will deliver his next pitch. That time much better. It's in the zone. Strike number 1. The Bulldogs looking to get out of this bottom of the 6th inning unscathed. As he'll elect the sign from Dean McIntyre and his 2-1 pitch. It's in there. Strike number 2. 2 good bounce back pitches from Greeno, and it's now 2-2 the count with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Up next, Seth Kragel for the Griffins, and then Colton Nicholson. 2-2. Oh, it's in there for strike number 3. Down goes Albers looking for strikeout today for Landon Greeno. 4th overall on the day for North Platte pitching. And now with 2 down, Seth Kragel will come up to bat. 0 for 1. He struck out looking in his first plate appearance, and the sacrifice flew out to center field in his second. And with 2 down, looking to keep the inning alive for the Griffins. That pitch from Landon Greeno's in the turf for ball number 1. In this bottom of the 6th inning. North Platte High School looking to come back. They currently trail by 2, 3-1. Winner goes on to state. Popped up, drifting on over to Jack Polk at short. He gets there and gloves it. A quick 1, 2, 3 inning for North Platte High School, and due up in this order for the Bulldogs. In their top of the 7th inning, Tyler Townsend, Race Morkey, and then Connor Stifler. When we come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
Is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe and a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Welcome back here to Gretna East. North Platte High School trailing the Griffins 3-1 in this district baseball championship for the District B-3. Winner goes on to state. Loser has their season come to an end. We have a new pitcher on the mound. It is Chase Nemman for the side of the Griffins. Tyler Townsend up to bat for North Platte High School. Walked in his first plate appearance and then grounded out to the pitcher Trevor Cox in his last appearance. Nemman now up for the first time here today to get the save as that pitch teetering outside the zone will be called in for strike number 1. 0-1 the count now. This is the last opportunity for North Platte High School. That one close to hitting Tyler Townsend, but it's outside. Ball number 1. 1-1 the count now. As the Bulldogs trying to find some momentum here in this last inning of play. That one low and away. Ball 2 from Nemman to Townsend. Next up, Race Morkey for North Platte High School with Stifler in the hole. 2-1. Oh, that's down low. Ball 3. 3-1 the count now. With nobody out. Townsend trending towards a walk as Nemman steps and fires. That time right down the middle, strike number 2. It's 3-2 the count. 3-2, nobody out, nobody on. Top of the 7th, here it comes. Swing and a miss. That one was down low, but Townsend swings and he's out. And there's the first out of this top of the 7th inning. Bulldogs only have 2 outs to play with here, with their season on the line. Connor Stifler on deck for North Platte High with Caden Johnson in the hole for the Bulldogs. First pitch into Morkey. It's in there, strike number 1. Race today, 1 for 2, singled in his first plate appearance, but then struck out in his second. The 0-1. Oh, that one lopped into right field, but it'll pull foul for strike number 2. From Chase Nemman to Race Morkey, 0-2 the count with 1 out. Top of the 7th inning, nobody on. The pitch. That one's in the turf. Ball number 1. 1-2 now the count. Nobody on. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That's down low. Ball 2 to Morkey. 2-2 the count. Good patience from Race. As Nemman gets set, and here comes his 2-2. Popped up. On over to short. Nolan Green gloves it. The throw to first is in time. And there's the second out of this inning. Bulldogs down to their last out here with the season on the line. That's up to Connor Stifler. Stifler so far today, 0 for 1. Had a drop third strike in his first plate appearance. And now, with the game on the line, can Stifler get aboard? First pitch into Stifler. Slowly grounded on over to Tyler Cox. He gloves it. The throw to first. It's in time. And for the first time in program history, Gretna East makes a state championship as the Bulldogs fall 3-1 in the district final and have their season come to an end. It was a hard-fought game. They bounced back in yesterday's performance after trailing early to Nebraska City, the 3 seed, to get here today to take on Gretna East. But the Bulldogs couldn't prevail and they fall 3-1. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors for Gretna East. 1 run on 6 hits, 3 errors for the Bulldogs. And their season will come to an end in their inaugural season. But what an overall strong performance from the Bulldogs this year. 10-3 coming into this game. They'll end the season 10-4 and take a lot of the things they learned this year into next year and will only come back stronger with the looming thought that they might move up to Class A, as that is a potential decision that can be up on the horizon. For the Bulldogs, again, played in Class B this year, but unfortunately come up just 2 runs short. And with that, their season to an end. 3-1 victory for Gretna East. We're going to step aside and take a break. When we come back, quick stop post-game show right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Where do you go for wings?
Dave's Place.
Where do you go for pizza?
Dave's Place.
What about cold drinks, a family atmosphere, and nightly specials?
Dave's Place.
Sounds like a sweep for Dave's Place. Pizza made from fresh dough, drink deals, and yes, the best pizza and wings.
It's Dave's Place.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street or at davesplacenp.com.
Order it, carry out, DoorDash. Dave's Place. Whoop, whoop.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Ask me, Matthew Musselman, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Are you ready to embark on an exciting new career? Larry's Glass has been a trusted name in custom glass design for over 40 years, and they are seeking a skilled glazier to join their team. If you have a passion for precision and craftsmanship, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Install glass in commercial, residential, and auto settings. Get paid while you train for a new career. Stop into Larry's Glass at 211 West 5th Street, North Platte, and discuss how you can be part of their team and build a fulfilling career.
Welcome back here to Gretna East. North Platte High School falls to the Griffins in the B-3 District Championship match 3-1. Our innings brought to you in part, our half-inning breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McGann in the Fortify Group. You can check out Kevin McGann in the Fortify Group at his location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B, as well as our other sponsors here for today's game. Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota just south of I-80 in North Platte invites you to stop out and take a test drive here today. Premier Toyota, let's go places. It's a tough moment here for the Bulldogs, as in their inaugural season, they come up just a couple runs short of making their first state championship potential, or their state tournament instead, might I add. But they come up just a few runs short, but overall, you can look back not only on this game, but on this season as a huge success. You look around the league and you see a lot of other first-year teams struggling to not only produce wins, but really produce consistent good wins. And the Bulldogs this season ended the year 10 wins, 4 losses in their first season, which is a huge rounding success for this program. That it only means that next year things can really batten off into a good direction. But for the Bulldogs, again, they just come up a tad bit short. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors for the side of Gretna East. 1 run on 6 hits, 3 errors for the Bulldogs. And that's the real kicker. Bulldogs out-hit Gretna East today, but the problem that arised its ugly head once again like it did yesterday. Another game of 3 errors, and that was the real difference maker in this one. Because of that, Gretna East was able to get a lot of runners on the base pads, and they converted those players on the base pad, while the Bulldogs had a couple left stranded. They had 5 left stranded, to be precise. And, in the game of baseball, you can't just have that. And unfortunately, that was the final blow and the nail in the coffin for the Bulldogs again, as they fall in this one 3-1. But got to keep their head ups. They get a second place in their first official season of baseball, and I really think, while they would probably have preferred to make it to state, and I think everybody would prefer to make it to state, they can go home with their heads held high that, they never quit, they never gave up, and you even saw it here today. Even though the bats were popping off and they were able to get some hits in, even though they were down 3-0, they still battled to the very end. Caden Johnson hitting a home run in the top of the 6th inning to keep the team alive. 2 runners were on the base pads in the top of the 6th inning. They just, unfortunately for the Bulldogs, couldn't get it over that proverbial final hump and pick up the victory. They fall 3-1 here, ending the season 10-4. And specifically as well, this is the end of not even the baseball season for the Bulldogs, but also the sports season as a whole for high school sports, as Bulldogs wrap up all of their festivities. Well, not technically the ones that we will broadcast. Of course, you still have, district golf and district track and field coming up. We'll be covering that online, NorthPlattePost.com, as well as our live on-air updates, FM 98.1 and AM 1410, when those come around next week. This is our Quick Stop post-game show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop, always open right around the corner, as the Bulldogs fall in the last leg of the district tournament. They, in the championship match, fall 3-1. We're going to step aside and we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we'll have more of our Quick Stop post-game show, and hopefully one of the coaches, either be head coach John Byrne or assistant coach Ricky Holm, will come up and have a word with me when we come back here to Gretna East, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Are you or a loved one in need of medical equipment to improve your quality of life? Look no further than Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment. Their state-of-the-art and affordable medical products are specifically designed to return your independence. From manual and power wheelchairs, mobility scooters, and lift chairs to walking aids, ramps, hospital beds, and bath safety products. They have everything you need to make your home a comfortable and safe place to live. They can even provide CPAP and BiPAP equipment and supplies, as well as oxygen equipment and supplies. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
Buying a car? It's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
Are you ready to embark on an exciting new career? Larry's Glass has been a trusted name in custom glass design for over 40 years, and they are seeking a skilled glazier to join their team. If you have a passion for precision and craftsmanship, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Install glass in commercial, residential, and auto settings. Get paid while you train for a new career. Stop into Larry's Glass at 211 West 5th Street, North Platte, and discuss how you can be part of their team and build a fulfilling career.
Free PC and Mac checkups at CT Computer Services in North Platte? That's right. Let CT Computer Services diagnose your systems to ensure your hardware integrity, security, and overall PC Mac health are running as they should. For a free PC Mac checkup, stop in at 905 South Willow in North Platte or call 308-534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guys since 2005. Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford Honda Nissan Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford Honda Nissan Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 at Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
Are you or a loved one in need of medical equipment to improve your quality of life? Look no further than Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment. Their state-of-the-art and affordable medical products are specifically designed to return your independence. From manual and power wheelchairs, mobility scooters, and lift chairs to walking aids, ramps, hospital beds, and bath safety products. They have everything you need to make your home a comfortable and safe place to live. They can even provide CPAP and BiPAP equipment and supplies, as well as oxygen equipment and supplies. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe and a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
It's the Quick Stop post-game wrap-up. Quick Stop never closes, with 24 locations open 24 hours a day. 4 hours a day.
Welcome back here. Quick Stop post-game show. Bulldogs fall in this one 3-1 in the district final to Gretna East. And man, the more you just sit on it, the more it just kind of hurts. I won't lie. Again, I have to remain a little bit, on the neutral side since I'm, of course, doing broadcasting. But as a homer, come on now, guys. This hurts just as much as every other loss that's come across this season, and just even a little bit more as the Bulldogs fall in the District B-3 championship 3-1, having their season come to an end. Let's get on to some of the statistics here for the Bulldogs today on the pitching mound. Easton Jones went 5 innings, gave up 3 hits on 2 earned runs. Of course, 3 errors happened on the Easton Jones stint today. As, again, Landon Greeno only got an inning to himself, coming in the bottom of the 6th inning to pitch in turn for one Easton Jones. He had 3 strikeouts today for Jones, 1 for Landon Greeno, and those are the pitching totals for the side of North Platte High School. On the side of Gretna East, Trevor Cox went 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, but only allowed 1 earned run. That 1 earned run was a home run to left field, a solo home run for Caden Johnson. That was a lone run today, and it was a beautiful ball that was hit up into the left field regions thanks to the wind that had been gusting all day long. But overall, that was the only run that came across for the Bulldogs. On the batting side for North Platte High School, leading the way, Caden Johnson was 2 for 3 today alongside Landon Greeno, who was also 2 for 3. Race Morkey had 1 hit alongside Easton Jones, which was a double. And outside of that, was the only 6 hits that came across for the Bulldogs here in today's competition, as they now will have their season come to an end, and the season come to an end for some of the seniors that are now having their time wrap up here. Jack Polk alongside Race Morkey, who are the seniors in today's contest that will have, unfortunately for them, their high school career and their high school season end right here on a sour note. But for a lot of these guys, they'll be coming back next year. A good chunk, again, good freshman class. You saw a lot from Connor Stifler, Logan Hayes, and Jackson Peters, who were up onto the batting block. And some juniors that'll want to come back even more hungry next season. Easton Jones, Caden Johnson, Dean McIntyre, who's a sophomore, and and Landon Greeno, and a whole bunch of other players that also are looking to just come back and put their best foot forward and see if they can rattle off a state trip next season. Again, they just fall a bit short here. One game, not only 1 game away, but 2 runs away as well, as they fall 3-1 to Gretna East. And the Griffins still a couple of minutes, hopefully, away from either head coach John Byrne or assistant coach Ricky Holm making their way up to have a post-game press conference. We'll step away for the final time. We come back, we'll hopefully give you that interview, as well as our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Games when we come back here at FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe and a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
See me, Pete Foltz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Taylor is living the Runza dream.
The Fry Life is the high life.
He's stacking up rewards on the Runza mobile app.
Points on points on points on points.
That's a lot of free food from Runza.
Yep, I'm headed there for lunch today.
Download the Runza mobile app to start getting rewards. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
North Platte Giving Day is the best time to help your favorite community causes. Give between now and May 8th and help favorite nonprofits gain cash prizes and matching funds just by donating. Donate online at northplattgiving.org or by check at local giving sites, including Orr's Draperies and Dry Cleaning, the Prairie Arts Center, North Platte Catholic Schools Endowment, USAVE Pharmacy, and Mid-Nebraska Community Foundation. North Platte Giving Day, May 8th, the best time to help your favorite community causes. Give at northplattgiving.org.
It's the Quick Stop post-game wrap-up. Quick Stop never closes, with 24 locations open 24 hours a day.
Welcome back here, Quick Stop post-game show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the corner as the Bulldogs fall to Gretna East 3-1. Let's jump into our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game. Of course, when Money Matters, talk to Marshall Doney, Mark Tillman, and, of course, Jacob White, financial advisors with CIO Wealth Strategies. a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC in North Platte, Nebraska. Talk to them about all of your financial service needs. Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC. Bulldogs 3-1 defeat here in the District B-3 championship match. Had their season come to an end, but that isn't the end of the baseball season. Well, technically that's the end of the baseball season on the side of of the high school, but American Legion will be starting up here before you know it. I mean, man, if you count the days, I think not 1 but 2 weeks from now, the 17th, if I remember correctly, maybe even closer than that. Yeah, 2 weeks from now, I believe Ogallala will be coming into town for their first game, but you'll see a lot of these guys be playing on the American Legion team, so not much. I want to say you don't have to worry too much because you'll still see a lot of these players here in a couple of days, but that does end the season for the Bulldogs and the high schooling sporting world, as well as us here on FM 98.1 and AM 1410 as Bulldogs fall 3-1 in the B3 District Championship. Well, that'll do it here for me today. I will see you guys here in a couple of weeks again for the start of the American Legion season. FMBO Nationals will be taking on Ogallala in the very, very, very first game of the American Legion season. So we'll have to see all of that when we come back here. I'll see you all next high school sports season when football comes around. I know it's maybe out in the distance, but it'll be here before you know it in August as North Platte High School and the Bulldogs look to bounce back after a rough season on the football side next year with head coach Kurt Alting. That'll do it here for me today. I will see you all in the next coming days. Bulldogs fall in this one to Gretna East in the B3 championship match 3-1.
We're always something right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Save money at the pump at Quick Stop with the DinoPay app. DinoPay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings to Sinclair DinoPay, saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Quick Stop.
With Sandhill State Bank's new upgraded cart management experience, you can now control your carts anytime, anywhere. The new features and added control allow you to prevent fraud like never before. Get increased transaction details, turn your cart on and off whenever you'd like, and report your card lost in an instant, all from our mobile app. More insights, more control, and more security for your banking experience. Bank local and go far with digital banking solutions that go wherever you go. Visit sandhillstate.com to learn more. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Chad from your locally owned and operated Premier Rental Purchase store here in North Platte. May 1st through 4th, we are rolling out the most exciting sales of the year with products marked down up to 40% these 4 days only, and only $100 pays your first payment to May 31st. Get started enjoying your new merchandise today with our easy and flexible programs. 90 days same as cash, no credit check, weekly and monthly payment options, plus free delivery, free product service, and no long-term obligation. Stop in on the S-Curve or find us on Facebook. Premier Rental Purchase, the people you know and trust.
It's the time of year when we celebrate all the moms, dads, and grads in our lives. So stop into Viera Wireless to get your mom, dad, or grad a gift they'll adore, like one of the latest smartphones on us. That includes the iPhone 15 with its all-new 48-megapixel camera, or the Samsung Galaxy S24, powered by advanced Galaxy AI. Get these cutting-edge devices and more on us when you stop into Viero today. Taxes, fees, and select trade-in required. Other restrictions may apply. See store for details.
The proceeding was a North Platte Post sports presentation. Today's game brought to you by Sandhill State Bank, Premier Toyota, Dave's Place Pizza and Wings, CT Computer Services. Today's game also brought to you in part by Shelter Insurance, Great Plains Sports and Therapy, Great Plains Home Care Equipment, Larry's Glass, Bill Summers Ford, the D&N Event Center, Larry's RV, Double Dips, the Fortify Group, CIO Wealth Strategies, Puro Clean, and North Platte Public Schools. To watch a replay of today's game or to see future broadcast schedules, go to northplattepost.com. This has been an Eagle Communications sports presentation.
This is Paxton Gordon. It is time for your North Platte Post Sports Update.